speak up.
In this instructional video, you will enhance your proficiency in understanding spoken English by immersing yourself in dialogues, talks, and conversations delivered by native speakers. By actively listening and reading the captions provided, you will refine your skills and elevate your English proficiency to a professional level.
In this next section, you will hear some conversations. Try to understand as much as you can. Write down the new vocabulary and tell us, what difficulty did you have?
Music around the world.
We are now going to examine some examples of folk music. We'll hear selections from Africa, the Caribbean, and Japan. We'll also talk about songs from ancient India and the Middle East. Many of these kinds of folk music were used for more than just entertainment. We will talk about some of the special uses each one has. One of the examples that first comes to mind is drum music. The drum music of Western Africa played an important role in communicating over long distances. Drummers used tone and rhythm to send messages from village to village. In this way, people could get in contact with each other very easily. There are other kinds of drum music. In Barbados, West Indies, for example, drums are made from metal oil containers. They produce a unique sound and can be used to play a melody. The steel drums of Barbados are used to accompany singing and dancing at village festivals. In Japan, a special type of music called koto music had a different use. Musicians played the koto to accompany plays in the classical theater. Another kind of folk music is Vedic song, which comes from India. Vedic song had rules for composition set down in very old writings. This type of music was used for telling stories in poetry. As a last example, we can mention music from the Arabian countries. One kind of song was the Huda song. Huda song has a special rhythm which imitated the rhythm of a camel's walk. Experts believe that people thought this music would keep them safe from spirits in the desert. As you can see, music had many more purposes than just entertainment.
Conversation A.
Where's your motorcycle?
In the garage. A car almost hit me while I was driving to school. I had to turn so quickly that I hit a tree.
Were you hurt?
No, my motorcycle was damaged, but I'm all right.
That was really a close call.
Conversation B.
What's that?
The smoke alarm. Come on, we have to get out of the house.
Don't go that way. The curtains are burning.
We can go out the back door. Hurry up. It's getting hot in here.
Conversation C.
There. The boat is next to the window. Give me the baby.
Here she is. Good. Now take the suitcase.
Okay. Now you can climb out the window. Be careful. Don't fall into the water.
Conversation D.
We had a close call on our vacation. We were sleeping when our hotel started to shake. We had to grab our clothes and run outside.
That's awful. Were you afraid?
Yes, it was terrible. Buildings were falling down and people were screaming. We were lucky we escaped.
Conversation E.
Hurry up, honey. It's really raining hard.
I'm coming, but the wind is so strong that I can hardly walk.
Here, I'll help you. Get in the car. We have to drive away from the ocean before the storm destroys everything.
And now, weather in the news. A tornado struck Park City Airport at 11:15 this morning. It damaged the airport building and destroyed a plane. Several people were hurt, but no one died. Let's go to Al Stevens at the airport.
Conversation A.
For the people in the Park City Airport, this morning's tornado was a real close call. Let's get these people's reactions. Excuse me, ma'am. What was happening here at the airport when the storm struck?
Well, everything was going fine. In fact, it was just a normal day. Planes were taking off and landing on time. Flight 62 was at the gate, and passengers were waiting to get on. Then, suddenly, we saw a black cloud, and it was getting closer and closer.
What happened then?
The tornado hit the plane and destroyed it. There was baggage and broken glass all over. I thought it was the end. I was really afraid.
Well, that's not surprising. Thank you, ma'am.
Conversation B.
Excuse me, sir. Could you tell me about this morning's tornado?
Well, I was having a problem with an awful person. While passengers were checking in for Flight 62, he tried to get ahead of a woman and her children. She got angry and told him to wait his turn, and he started to shout at her. So they were having an argument, and people were looking at them.
Then what happened?
Well, when I told him to wait his turn, he shouted at me, too. Then, all of a sudden, the storm hit, and the windows shattered. Glass was all over the floor. People were screaming and running away from the windows. Babies were crying, and alarms were ringing. Naturally, I hid behind the counter.
Thank you, sir. That was a real close call.
Conversation C.
What about you? What were you doing when the storm struck?
Well, my friend Jeff and I were getting some hamburgers in the snack bar. As he was taking his food back to the table, the lights went out and he fell into the salad bar. At first I was afraid, but later I thought it was funny when I saw that he had lettuce in his hair.
Thank you. And those are some reactions to this morning's tornado. This is Al Stevens at the Park City Airport.
A close call with a thief.
Here is Ali El-Khattabi reporting.
Why me was Mrs. Mildred Martin's first reaction to her close call at the supermarket. Mrs. Martin, please tell us what happened.
Well, I came here this morning with my children to do some shopping. Normally we come on Saturday, but we didn't have a thing in the house to eat. Anyway, after shopping, my kids and I were in the parking lot. They were getting into the back seat, and I was putting the groceries in the trunk. I noticed a man walking toward me, but, I didn't think anything of it. Then suddenly he was right next to me, and he grabbed my purse. He was trying to run away, but I pushed him, and he fell over a bag of groceries. All of my money was in that purse.
Well, Mrs. Martin, we know you hit the thief on the head, too. How did you do that?
I just gave him a taste of the supermarket's weekly special, a bottle of milk right on the head.
So, there you have it, folks. When the thief woke up, the police were waiting to take him away.
Listen to some ads.
Ad A.
I was working at my desk when suddenly I realized that I felt terrible. I was so tired that I couldn't work. So I bought a Fun Time bar. I bit into it and tasted its rich chocolate flavor and fresh, delicious nuts. I felt better right away. Whenever you feel hungry, try a Fun Time bar.
Ad B.
My old soap was drying my skin. My skin felt dry and hard. Then I decided to try Reed's Beauty Soap. Reed's Beauty Soap is made from special plants that keep your skin looking fresh, soft, and young. Try Reed's Beauty Soap today. You'll see and feel the difference.
Ad C.
The new Tiger is a winner. This is the fastest, most powerful vehicle on the road. It can go from 0 to 70 in 30 seconds. It uses very little gas, and its engine hardly ever needs repairs. Test drive a Tiger today. You'll see that the Tiger is for you.
Listen to some ads.
Advertising. Ad 1.
I say hey now, ready to go. 'Cause with my new click pen, I don't write slow. I say hey now, what do you say? Buy yourself a click pen right away. Buy a click, 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 click. Get a kick with click, 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 click.
Ad 2.
Hi, as president of Skyways Airlines and a mother of 4 children, I often don't have time to cook when I get home from work. That's why I buy Wheeler's Country Style Soups. They're the only soups that taste better than my homemade soup. Wheeler's Country Style Soups are made with fresh vegetables. They're delicious. My children love them. So when I'm too tired to cook, I know that I can open a can of Wheeler's Country Style Soup and my family will love it. Serve your family Wheeler's Country Style Soup tonight.
Ad 3.
Simply the most beautiful, most elegant, most expensive, and most accurate watches ever made. Marie de Novelle Swiss watches. Marie de Novelle Swiss watches.
Ad 4.
Mommy's birthday is tomorrow, Jimmy. What can we get for the best mommy in the world?
I know, Dee Dee. Let's get her flowers. Flowers are the best way to show your love.
That's a great idea. Let's buy them at Mary Jane's Flower Shop. Mary Jane's has the prettiest flowers in town.
Mary Jane's Flower Shop has the freshest flowers for all occasions. Mary Jane's is open Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Sunday from 9 to 5.
So, Ron, how was your vacation?
Nice. I went to the Forest Hotel.
Really? How was it?
Well, I saw an ad in a newspaper for it. It didn't seem to be very expensive, so I decided to stay there. When I got there, the clerk told me that my room was being cleaned and that I would have to wait in the lobby. After about 20 minutes, he showed me to a room above the kitchen. It was really clean, but it was so small that there was only room for a bed and a chair. And every morning, noise from the kitchen woke me up.
That's too bad.
Yes, but at least the food was good. Every meal I had was delicious.
Well, did you go swimming or do anything else fun?
Well, the ad said that the hotel had a pool. But when I got there, the pool was empty. But the hotel had a fun club. I went dancing there every night. But when I wanted to go shopping, I had to drive for miles. What about you? Where did you go on your vacation?
I went to the Palace Hotel.
How was it?
Well, my room was very expensive, but it was nice. It had a living room, a private kitchen, and 2 balconies. The hotel was huge. It had 2 pools and 4 restaurants, but the food wasn't very good. Everything was either cold or burned. So every day I went shopping in the hotel mall and cooked in my room.
Did you have fun?
Well, every morning I went to the health club to exercise. Then I went to the pool to relax and have a drink. In the afternoons, I went to the beach or shopped in the mall, but there wasn't much to do at night. There was no place to dance or listen to music, so usually I went to my room and read a good book.
Gosh, I'm glad that I went to the Forest Hotel. It was small, but it was a lot of fun.
We'll see you next time for more exciting and helpful videos to help you master your speaking fluency through our listening sessions. Thank you for being with us.